Alright guys, so promised I'd be doing this video. Sorry it took me so long. I hurt my shoulder and don't even ask me how. And I have been lazy, so I kind of had to kick myself to do this video. Anyway, so we have IMI first. I did about 20 different ammo types through the PSA M110. So far it's been, I think it's been a great gun minus the stupid bipod on the front. I think that's fucking annoying, the bipod that they put on the front. I would have rather just not had the bipod and just had like $100 off. But anyway, fast forward. We're not going to talk about that. IMI, great ammo. It always shoots pretty consistent, as you can see here. I'm going to say right now, this rifle, at least my rifle, seems to enjoy 168 grain. It seems to shoot the best with 168 grain. Now in the previous video, I did do better groupings, so that's not what I was trying to go for today. I was just trying to just shoot, have a little bit of fun, like not be like super serial about all this. But anyway, here's a 10-shot group, so you can see the 168 did a little bit better. But now, one thing I do want to point out here is I'm kind of surprised at that there was a 33.7 standard deviation with the IMI 168 grain. I thought it would be better than that, but you know, that's obviously why I'm doing this video. Some people, standard deviation is very important. Other people, it's not very important. So just sharing the data that I got, you can, you know, make your own determination about IMI. I personally think it's some of the best off-the-shelf ammo that I can get, at least. And 1.1 MOA with the 168 grain, I'm not upset about that at all. And they also have the 175 grain pulling. I did about 1.6 MOA. I would like to retry that and see if I can get that better. I mean, maybe it was just me. It probably was just me. Let's just be honest. It probably was me. And so we'll move on here to the SMB ammo. I got a 175 and the 180. And so with the 175, I did about a 1.2 MOA, and it did not like this, the 180. It went up to like 3.4 MOA. So again, just sharing my data here, and we can see that actually the 175 had a better standard deviation and around similar results with a 1.2 MOA compared to the IMI. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video and I'll compare those two and other ones that did similar. And then, I mean, like, so if the IMI is shooting around the same as the SMB, but at the SMB has a better standard deviation, I might stick with SMB. And then price and everything comes into this, you know, there's fluctuations in that too, but that's a conversation for another day. This is just to be sharing data. And then I also shot it was a Redbox precision ammo from SMB. It was a 168 grain. So here you can see, did about 1.1 MOA, I want to say. I'm just going to round up. The only caveat is I did an 8-shot group, and that's because I was doing 5-shot groups, and then the other 5 shots I was just doing for the Garmin to pick up, to be able to like get the data, right? So I think I just shot too fast and it didn't pick up like 2 shots, and I was like, whatever, like, you know, it is what it is. Like I'll redo it if I have to. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But anyway, going back here, and then we can see 14.9 standard deviation. This was the 168 grain. It seems to have shot a little bit better. Like I said, I may go back and like see how this does in comparison to like the ones that did the best. Here we have Federal. Somebody specifically requested Federal, since I know this is like popular with people who do shoot matches and stuff like that. So we have the gold medal Sierra coming in at 1.1-ish MOA and 13 standard deviation, and the gold medal Center Strike coming in at 8.8 standard deviation, but at a 1.4 MOA. Like, again, you could probably shoot better than me. I'm not the best shooter in the world by far. I'm not trying to say that I am. I'm not trying to be. But these are what I got. I probably could have took my time a little bit better. Anyway, so just, I'm not some world-class shooter, and just here to share numbers with my findings, at least, and what works for me. So there's the numbers for that, and I guess we'll move on whenever this decides. Here we go. So PPU match line ammo. So here we have the Rangemaster and the match line. Standard deviation 10, 3.6 MOA because of that. I don't even want to say it. The flyer. And then the Rangemaster line coming in at a 1.4 MOA, good standard deviation as well. It just didn't. It didn't like that 175 green. But moving on, X-TAC, we have 6.5 standard deviation with the Sierra match. Or no, is it a Sierra open tip match? 168 green, 1.1 MOA, and 6.5 standard deviation. The 147 green didn't like that at all. 2.7 MOA, 13.1 standard deviation, but as you can see here, it didn't like the 147. I'm standing by the 168 green being the sweet spot for this gun. Some 175 greens do well. I do want to pick like the best ones that I've had results with, and then maybe do like another video putting them up head to head, and maybe like doing all that jazz where people give the gun time to rest and cool back down. I didn't give this gun any time to cool down. I shot and then that was it. So one thing I do want to say here though is with Palmetto's ammo, I am surprised with the results that I got with the one ammo, not these two, but this PSA blue ammo is garbage. No idea why this 150 green shot so horribly, but I only did 4 shots for this, and then the other 5 shots, because I only got 9 shots total. There's a standard deviation of 9.4. I have no explanation besides Palmetto needs to look into why this ammo is just not shooting well, but 4.3 MOA. I don't even know where the 5th one went on that paper, and I think it did go off paper, but I was just like whatever. Anyway, the precision ammo, 1.8 MOA, 9.5 standard deviation, and 175 open tip match. And the other thing I do want to say is I can't remember if it was this black box of precision ammo or this blue box. One of them gave me a dirt nasty jam. Like, it was bad. I almost wasn't able to complete the video because, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the gun needed to be lubed, or the gun wasn't that dry or anything like that, but still I got a like nasty jam and I had to dig that round out of there. Like, somehow it was like a piece of copper or something that ended up like getting caught in the chamber or something like that. Don't ask me. I don't think it was Palmetto's fault. It was just like something odd that just happened. I honestly have no idea. And my brass catcher wasn't full or anything like that. It's not like something was blocked, but we're going to move on. So here we have the Sabre black tip ammo, which I've seen results vary with this stuff, but I got about a 1.4 MOA, 7.9 standard deviation, and a 1.3 MOA with a 11.5 standard deviation with this Sierra Match King 168 green. Very surprised. I do want to try this box again because, as you can see, the one shot, again, hate using the term flyer, but I want to say it was my fault. Like, could have just jerked the gun or something like that. Like, I don't think there was that much wind that day from what I can remember. So anyway, 1.3 MOA, standard deviation 11.5. I'm going to follow up with this box of 168 green. The Sabre tip didn't do as well with 1.4. I may try it again. I do have some leftover ammo or whatever, but I'm pretty happy with this black box. I'd recommend this to anybody who's looking to shoot. I had no problems with it. So whenever this wants to switch, we'll move on here to wrap things up here. Like I said, this black box stuff was pretty good. Now, I did get into some lesser known brands, I guess. I mean, I could be wrong here, but whatever this RAUG 308 stuff is, 199, so just say 1.2 MOA, 8.3 standard deviation out of 9 shots. Again, I think I just shot too fast, but it did pretty good. Standard deviation's good. And then we have the Winchester M118 long range, 175 grain Sierra Match King. That did about a 1.5 MOA. The brass wasn't like very clean or anything like that. Like, I don't think it was like match grade ammo. I think it's, I mean, it says service grade or Match King, Sierra Match King, whatever, but it looked kind of like dirty, like Lake City stuff. Anyway, almost 1.6 MOA. I want to see if I can do a little bit better next time with it, because I did shoot a better group, I think, last time, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the Remington coming in at 11.9 standard deviation and a 1.9 MOA. I think I did get similar results with this the last time I shot. So not surprised with the Remington. I don't know. I think it's like a Swiss company that makes this Rogue, whatever you want to call it, stuff. Shot pretty good in my opinion. Then we have the Igman and Saltech, and this was, I think I got these on SG ammo. So we have the Igman coming in at about 2.1 MOA, just regular M80 147 grain, standard deviation 25.6. And then we have the Saltech stuff, which was pretty good. No, sorry, 1.7 MOA, depending on who you ask. Again, I think some of these spreads are more of user error, operator error, whatever you want to call it. Me, jerking whatever, the gun or whatever you want to call it. But those are all the numbers. So, we'll just recap real quick with the Saltech 22 with about a 1.7. And I think some of the better stuff that I got here was with IMI, of course. The only thing that I'm curious about is how much does that standard deviation going to matter? I would assume it matters the longer distance you're shooting, the more it's going to matter. And then going over to the SMB, the 175 grain was also pretty good. 1.2 MOA, not like upset about that. Then we have this precision rifle ammunition with a standard deviation of about 15, I want to say. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into the federal stuff. This stuff shot pretty good as well. Probably not going to pursue anything with PPU or anything like that for like off-the-shelf stuff. The PMC X-TAC stuff, I'd say this 168 grain, I may try again and like really try to like get that grouping just a little bit tighter just to see how it does. And yeah, when I do my follow-up video, this Palmetto stuff, don't even look at it. Like, I mean, that spread right there, 4.3 MOA, I have no idea how Palmetto can call that acceptable ammo to just put through anything. I mean, I don't know if it's the bullet weight. I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, I don't even want to say that because there was other ammos that didn't shoot this fucking bad. I mean, 4.3 MOA, and then I'm pretty sure it jammed my gun. Like, seriously, like I had to get a fucking knife to like get that shit out of my fucking chamber. Like I didn't have any like a pick or anything, so I just used like the tip of my knife to like pick that shit out. But it was fucking bad, and I'm kind of like pissed off that happened, because I don't know if something went wrong with this box or if this was like a one-off thing, but I mean, we all know Palmetto is not known for their quality. I'm just gonna, even though I am a Palmetto fan, like they are getting a little bit better in terms of like with this whole Sabre line stuff, and maybe that's where I went wrong, is putting their basic shit through my the Sabre line stuff. But whatever. This precision stuff, if you're going to be marketing something as a precision ammo, I definitely think, especially if you're going to be shooting it out of your Sabre line rifle, the 1.8 MOA, I mean, I think you should at least, be able to pull a 1 MOA around at least, nothing more than a 1.2 if you're with something that you're going to label as precision 175 grain. Now, this is 175 grain, like I said. So when we switch over to the, where is it? Right here, the 168 grain, definitely a little bit better, obviously, with a 1.3 MOA. I am confident that I can do a little bit better than 1.3 with this 168 grain. And then we do have the Sabre line here, which is a 150 grain. Still 1.4 MOA. It didn't really like it. The 168 grain being the sweet spot. Now, it is a Sierra Match King bullet. I just don't understand why the 168 grain isn't marketed as the precision. I guess I don't know why that is, because it seems like this gun likes 168 grain. I don't know if it's just my gun or if other guns are different. I know there's like some type of, if I'm not mistaken, don't cook me in the comments, but I think there is like some deviation between bolt action guns and then semi-auto like AR platform type of guns. Especially like obviously precision wise, you're not going to compare the two. Bolt is always better precision wise, I'd say. And then so we'll go here. This RAUG stuff, I can't remember what I paid for price wise with this. I'm probably not going to pursue the Remington match. And I'm probably, I don't know, like if I just want some plinking ammo, I'd have to see what the prices were on this Winchester, like long range Sierra Match King stuff or whatever. Like just, if I just want like plinking ammo or whatever to like mess around with, maybe have a few boxes of this, but depending on what the prices are compared to each other, I can't remember what this RAUG stuff is, but yeah, I think this is Swiss ammo as well as that that Saltech stuff that I was talking about. I'm pretty sure this is some type of Swiss ammo as well, if I'm not, yeah, Swiss ammo I wrote on there. 1.7 MOA. I do want to retry this ammo and see if I can do better, because this was shot towards the end of my video, and I was fucking starving. Like, my stomach was hurting, and yeah, so I probably rushed, not gonna lie to you. And so these aren't end all be all numbers. I'm not a fucking sniper, special forces or anything like that, or fucking whatever you want to say. I'm just a ordinary guy who fucking buys Palmetto shit for some reason, and sharing my numbers. So if you have an ammo that you want to see or whatever, just let me know. I'll put it in here. I am gonna try to get back to a match just because I've been lazy, and my shoulder is better now. It did like start hurting again, or I like injured myself again somehow, so I don't know when my next match is gonna be, but yeah, so bully me until I go to my next match, I'd say, because I probably need it. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Here's the data. Sort through it, do whatever. Maybe I'll put a picture up or something, like with everything side by side. That way you can just get like a bird's eye view. And all right, yep, so there's my follow-up video. Thanks.